member of the Order of the Pelican.
Call forth the candidate.
Barrow Andreas, you are called to answer the summons of their majesties.
Majesties, before I can do, I must be relieved of my obligations. Guilty to the crown. May I continue?
You may.
Mistress Amelie and Sir Thomas and Princess Arabella and Duke Ronballer, could please turn their cameras back on. Amelie, we've known each other for a very long time. And as well, Thomas as well, we raised our oldest sons practically together. You've been my friend and supporter for almost as long as I can remember. And what I take away from this relationship today is how you taught me lyricism and how to use words and how to harness the power of them. I ask to be released of my obligation to you as your apprentice.
Yes, you are released, Andreas. I have watched you grow over the years so much, but your poetry is mastery level, a true bard of old. It shines most, though, in its service when you are writing for the individual peoples of this realm. And so I release you. Fly free, little bird.
I will hold on to this until I can return it to you in person. So Thomas, as with Amelie, we've been friends for a very, very long time. I have tried to be a good and dutiful squire. What I take away from my relationship with you is that you taught me how to be steadfast and resolute, even in the face of setbacks or lack of improvement. I ask to be released of my obligation.
Thank you, Lord Andreas, for your service. You've been a good and true squire, and I have been proud to be your knight. I release you from your obligations to me, so you can take on more weighty obligations to the crown. But I know that though I release you, you are still bound to the path of chivalry that you have chosen for yourself. Your journey on the path of chivalry and your study and devotion to the chivalric virtues is a stronger obligation than those which you lay aside today. And I charge you to continue it all the days of your life.
I will hold on to this until I can return it to you in person. Arabella, I actually think it's possible that I've been friends with you longer, you and Ron Butler longer than Thomas and Amelie, but if not, it's a close thing. Though I have not been your protege for very long, I've always looked to you as an example of service, and you have, what I carry away from this relationship is that you've taught me to be persistent and to continue to pursue my goals and to continue to pursue the obligations that I have taken on and to successfully complete them. I ask to be released of my obligation to you.
Andreas, I release you from your obligation as my protege so that you can become a master of the Pelican and train your proteges. And hopefully some of the time we've spent together can help you with your future proteges. It has been my pleasure, my privilege to be your friend. And I am so honored today to see you recognized as a Pelican. Thank you, Andreas.
Hold on to this until I can return it to you in person.
Thank you.
Rongvalder, I do not have a token of dependency from you. This belt that was made for me by Mistress Amelie is the closest thing to embodying the way that I have felt in my relationship with you. It is all the colors of the belts, and thus it encompasses a wholeness in the society. I do have from you this token of the royal augmentation of the Viking ship, which I will be keeping. What I have learned from you in our relationship is nobility. More than once, I have been involved in a conversation or an altercation and said to myself, what would Rongvalder do? And though I have not always been successful in following what I thought would be your lead, I've always looked to you as that touchstone through my entire SCA career. I've been in fealty to you and Arabella since I was your rapier champion, 20 years at least ago. I ask now to be released of my obligation to you.
First, to your majesties, I apologize for my appearance. My toils ran long today and did not give me the chance to attire myself properly to come before you now. So I apologize.
No apology needed, Your Grace. Thank you very much for attending us.
Thank you, your majesties. Andreas, it's difficult to release you from a fealty. I have felt our relationship has been a gift in both directions as friends. So while I'm willing to no longer have you call it a fealty, I expect the relationship to continue as it has been with the term that I feel most appropriate for it, and that is as dear friends. So with no releasement from our friendship, I commend you to their majesties. Thank you, Andreas, your majesties.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Thank you, Your Majesties.
Thank you, Your Sensei.
We are joined ethereally by people from the Midlands, Constellation, Pentamere, Northern Oaken, and Southern Oaken regions of the Midrealm, as well as the Kingdom of the North Shield, the Kingdom of the East, and the Kingdom of Atlantia. These are all places where Andreas has family of the heart.
Come and our most loyal companions of the Order of the Pelican.
Masters and mistresses of the Pelican, present yourselves before their majesties.
Noble lords and ladies, is it your opinion that Baron Andreas is worthy of elevation into the Order of the Pelican?
Aye.
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 You have 5 minutes left.
Aye.
Andreas, know that to wear the medallion and cap of a pelican is to hold a sacred trust, that the obligations of peerage will demand your efforts every moment of your life. A pelican must be noble, seeking excellence in all endeavors, not for their own good, but for the good of others. A pelican's word must be dependable beyond doubt or question. They must never flee from the face of overwhelming chaos, but instead must seek to tame it. A pelican must give of themselves so that others may prosper. A pelican must be aware of when their help is needed and when their charges must learn to fly on their own. A pelican must know that their service, great or small, serves as an example that others will emulate. And a pelican must enrich the kingdom by sharing their knowledge and skills. A pelican must be loyal and must fulfill most faithfully their duties to their baronage and their sovereigns. Their word must be dependable beyond doubt or question. Their service must be an inspiration. They must be generous to all, and always and everywhere their actions must demonstrate the love of the kingdom and the people in their works and deeds. Now, Andreas, is it your wish to be recognized as a member of the Order of the Pelican?
It is.
Andreas, right mindful of your service to the society and responsive to the wishes of your peers, we are resolved to recognize you as Magister of the Pelican, which creature will nourish her young, when necessary, with the blood from her own breast, and therefore has been chosen as the most appropriate symbol of service to our society. Therefore, will you give us your word to continue to fulfill the requirements set forth for the governance of this order, as you must surely have until now?
I will. This is the duty of the honest minister.
Will you increase your labors nobly, increase your talents as befit one of your rank, and seek to disseminate your talents and abilities throughout the society?
I will. This is the duty of the honest minister.
Will you promise to train any dependents you may have to serve as you have served?
I will. This is the duty of the honest minister.
Are there medallions?
There are 5 medallions with another on the way. It's a gift from Dame Eleanor von Axinger. This medallion is a gift from Duchess Garlanda. This medallion is a gift from Master Fergus and Mistress Maggie of Raven Company. There is a medallion coming from Count William of Fairhaven and Countess Isolde. Oh, there should be a picture. Somebody's supposed to put a picture up.
That's right. The ethereal realm is resisting us. We will do our best to make it. There we go.
Go. This is a special medallion, which, unlike the normal pelican medallion, has a black pelican feeding one of its babies to the rest. The first of this style ever made was for Count William. He gives these out to some people, but not all. He gives them out to the pelican he believes can make the hard choices. This one specifically will be made with colors from Andreas's arm. This medallion will have a handmade Kumahimo braid made by Lady Folly. It will be red and white and involve a very special braid she's been wanting to do. She specifically requested to make this braid for Andreas's medallion. This medallion is a gift from Duchess Arabella Silvertree. And this is the Legacy Medallion of Arrington. These are the pelicans of Arrington that have been recognized since the barony was formed. Etienne, Philip, Heloise, Serafina, Robian, Gianna, Catriona, Hillary, Galen, Dougal, Garrett, and the dead.
Now swear your oath of fealty to the crown.
Hic financiam juro et humagium ego corone regni medi. Corone severe in omnibus rebus, meminisse, comitatis et magnitatis, estimare justicam ante lucrum privatum, laborare in bonum commune locuplatare regnum et societatem, ut floriant et crescant et dignus esse titulo Pelicani.
Do you swear?
Hic per honororum et manum et cor meum juro ego Andreas Blacwode.
Do you swear?
Here, by my honor, my hand, and my heart, swear I, Andreas Blacwode. This is the duty of the honest minister.
This do we hear, and shall never forget, nor fail to reward that which is given. Fealty with love, service with honor, and oath-breaking with justice. You have sworn your oath on your medallions. Wear them proudly so that all may recognize your service as we have acknowledged it this day. Andreas, before we announce you, I just want to say how proud I am of you. This is a beautiful moment, and I wish I could give you a hug. People of the Midrealm, we present Magister Andreas.
We
new
still have some of
recipient
the
of Order of the
boxed
Pelican.
ones for now.
Yay!
They
Friggin' time!
Or
Free about friggin' time.
We are not born for ourselves alone. Can you please turn it down? Baron Andreas Blacwode, jewel of the Normans, servant of kings, is a pelican. Know that on this day, virtues 7 meet in the crucible of a good man's heart, and by dragon fire be melded and shaped into a vessel meant for service. Behold this noble chalice, crafted of prowess, but burnished with humility. Know that it is courtesy that fills it, and largesse that passes it round the room. Know that it will return to its place on the altar, accountable for all it has shared, and refilled to bless our realm once more. These are the duties of the honest minister. Look away, look here, look ahead, far beyond. See and believe. We join Andreas with the Order of the Pelican. We extol him and assign him the dignity of a master and all the privileges of the arms. Wherefore we will and firmly enjoin that the Baron Andreas Blacwode is a master of the Pelican, and that he shall have and hold all the aforesaid liberties, rights, and concessions, well and in peace, freely and quietly, fully and wholly, of us and our heirs of the hour, in all things and all places forever, as is aforesaid. It is sworn, moreover, both for our part and that all these aforesaid things are in good faith, intended to be given under our hand in the meadow that is called Sternfeld on the 28th day of April in the year of our reign, Anno Societatis 54. Dragon unconquered, We send up our labor and honor in the dutiful desires of the Republic. Quick then our justice. The end crowns the work, as the King and Queen will it. Words by Master Gideon Upsteffen and Mistress Alzbeta Falconbridge.
Once again, thank you all for attending today. We very much so appreciate being flexible in these trying times, where we try to give as much closure as possible and also make this official. Your Majesty.
I am thankful for everyone who came together to make this special for Andreas, and I know that we'll have a future ceremony when time and space and laws permit, and it will be joyous. So this is a good day, and it is a harbinger of things to come.
Thank you. Harold, please close our court.
Here closes the court of Seto and Ines.
Happy birthday,